This is my practice session from July 14th. I found my stance comfortable and I flow right into it. Okay. So the healing sound is the same. The buzz sound for the lung. And just very comfortable with it. You flow into the next posture, palms facing down, shoulders back. Bzzz is the sound for this. And then there'll be a third posture for the lung. Here we go. Flowing up. Okay, so this is the first set. This is the first iteration, and it's just about getting comfortable for me as I go into it. And I imagine it'll be the same thing for you, no matter what your practice is. If it's yoga, if it's like lifting weights, so strength training, whatever that is. It's about warming up in a sense, getting comfortable and flowing in to the routine. What you want to do is you want to listen. Listen to your body and be present. Right now you're looking at the posture, and the healing sound you'll hear is for the liver. My eyes are open because we want the chi to flow through, the excess energy to flow through the eyes. And I think I've said this before. There's times where I feel it flowing through my eyes and just getting off the excess. So we turn to the right. Right hand is covering the liver, left hand over the right hand. Now we've flown up to the top. Fingers are interlaced, palms facing up, looking at the back of my hand, eyes are open, releasing, exhaling, flowing now into the heart pose. And you can see I shifted my stance. Again, you want to be comfortable. Yes, you want to be planted as well, but you also want to be comfortable. Don't be afraid to shift. For me, I give myself lots of grace, and I think this is about self-love. And so you can't beat yourself up. You can't take yourself too seriously as you are exploring, and I would say aligning to your true self, your energy self, your higher self. And so these poses and healing sounds and this practice aligns you to your energy body, opens up the channels, and allows you to pull in more life force. Okay, the thing that animates you, energizes you, is what you're aligning to. So in a sense, you are aligning to source, the all that is. Okay, I say these things because our belief system shapes us. And when you have the right intention going through the routine, it helps you. It transforms you easier, faster. So not just the science. Consciousness, I guess, is a part of the science, I would say. So it's a holistic thing. And so the approach should be holistic. So keep that in mind. So again, you see me redoing my stance. Nothing wrong with that as I start the next set and flow into the lung. So the color for the lung is white. The way you can work with the color is by imagining your lungs being covered in a white light. Okay. And I usually inhale into my lungs. So it's like a visualization of air maybe coming into my chest. just filling up the lungs. And when I exhale, it's released. And what is released is kind of the excess heat. So you can imagine it as being something that's ashy or smoky as you release. Okay. So the color again is white for this organ system. Lung and large intestine. Those two go together. And so that's something that you can add to the routine. That's what I've been doing. I don't really feel like I need to put everything together at once. It's layers. There's so many layers to this. So I just take my time and I stack it. I stack those bits of tweaking and additional information, additional approach. Okay, so each organ system has a color associated with it, but I may only focus on the lung for this session and really get comfortable with working with that color, being present and feeling through the practice. And so this is what you're looking at. My journey, which is very similar to everyone's journey. And I think the most important thing is to show up. So try to show up, be consistent, give yourself grace, don't take yourself too seriously, but have the intention of self-transformation and manifestation, because this is what's happening right now. This is what you're looking at right now. Okay? Minute by minute, second by second, I am shifting to a new body. As the frequency hits me, as I'm releasing, and it's resonating through my body and aligning me, bringing me closer and closer in more alignment with who I really am. Manifestation gets easier when you are in alignment. You don't have to think about it. And actually, we are constantly creating and manifesting, okay, our lives. Now, this is about being intentional, consistently intentional. And I'll emphasize the word again, consistent. Okay, it just show up. So I hope that this is helpful for you. I'm thinking that for me, just knowing someone out there is doing it consistently and they're sharing and they're posting, it rubs off on me. And so I'm putting this out to do the same thing, hoping that it rubs off on someone else, that no matter what that routine is, again, it doesn't have to be Qigong, it doesn't have to be this practice. This is just my permission slip that I use to go to the next level. We all have permission slips, and we all move through different permission slips. And when I say that, I'm just saying it's a method or a tool or a practice that we use to give ourselves permission to align to our higher selves, our higher mind, to go to the next level. Okay, and just in terms of full kind of disclosure and whatnot, I got that term from Bashar and listening to Bashar's teachings. I do share these things in my newsletter at therikitimendo.com. That is my website. So you can always go over there and check it out. If you found this video helpful, please pay it forward. Share it with a friend, a family member, whoever. It could just be like, here, I just checked this out. I was curious about it. And it starts a conversation. So anyways, you can leave a comment. I'm looking forward to kind of your curiosity, your ideas, your experience. I have lots to say, but now I will stop and just allow folks to absorb the routine, even if it's in the background while they're doing their own routine. Again, just knowing that we are linked, the separation is an illusion. So, peace and love to all of you.